Hi, friends. Welcome to Words on Wednesday. I'm Ruel Gaviola, joined as always by my lovely co-host, Amanda McKnight. Amanda, how the heck are you, my friend?
I am great. I am great. Thank you so much. I'm excited to talk about PAX today. I feel like we both had adventures, and although we connected, we were still like all cons. I'm always like ships passing in the night with everyone, and I'm always like, I wish I could hang out with everyone more all the time.
Yeah,
But then I acknowledge that like that's like a separate con for each individual that I want to hang out with because
yeah.
that's how much I want to hang out with people. Like I want to hang out with people for like 4 to 5 days straight.
Seriously. Yeah, and I think that's the perfect analogy. Ships passing night, because we all, not only us, but everyone, the people we work with, friends from our Discord community, friends at the convention, and just meeting people. It's just constant, and it's really, it's wonderful, but it's also like, oh, I wish we had more time. And that's, uh,
Yeah.
yeah, for me this time, Amanda, I made it a point not to take as many meetings as I usually do. So I really wanted to focus on the Discord community, and I was able to meet a lot of folks for the first time in person, which meant a lot to me, and actually play games with them, which was great.
I
But
love that. I'm
yeah,
so jealous of that.
yeah,
I'm like, I need to do that next time I'm at a con. Just be like, you know what? I'm gonna do less and I'm just gonna like
yeah.
chill and hang out with people.
I would highly
Because I was
recommend.
so jealous of your snacks and your
Oh,
games. I was
yeah.
like, this is great.
It was amazing. We're gonna get to that, folks. We're gonna be sharing pictures. Why don't I share the first picture here? We're gonna jump right into it again. Man and I went to PAX Unplugged. This is, if you're watching this in the future, welcome. This is from 2023 December, and we are in Philadelphia. And actually, the first photo is Michelle and I on our first plane from Southern California out to Philadelphia. It's a two-plane trip for us. We don't fly direct because we go from Ontario, California to Phoenix, Arizona, then from Phoenix to Philadelphia. So it breaks it up. But
There is an Ontario, California.
yes, I wanted to ask you about that. You've never heard of Ontario, California, apparently?
I've never heard of this. I
Yeah,
was like, you go to Ontario and then you were like Ontario, California. And I was like, what is that? My
it's
province is in California?
it
That's
is.
crazy.
It's and the
I
thing
wish. That would
the
be great.
yeah, what's great is we don't have to go to LAX. Now, LAX, if you ever
Yeah,
flown there, folks, it is a monster. It's a big
it's
airport. I mean, the
giant.
airport's fine itself, but just the traffic around LAX is brutal. And anyone that lives in Southern
Yeah.
California, yeah, we always try to find an excuse not to use LAX. So when I used to live in a different part of LA, I would take Burbank Airport. Now that I live in a different part of Southern California, I take the Ontario Airport, Ontario, California, not Canada. And this is like 10 minutes from our house, and you can literally walk right into the airport. You do TSA, it's like
Wow.
5-10 minutes, and then you're at the gate. It's so awesome. Yeah.
Wow.
For
That
me,
is
it's the only way to fly.
awesome.
Yeah. So
I
there's
believe
Michelle and
it.
I. This is like about 6 a.m. on our first flight. And Amanda, this is your picture, because I looked at this. I was like, wait, that's not our plane. We don't have
Yeah,
a
that
little
is an Air
symbol there.
Canada plane. That's typically how I fly Air Canada. Because I have Aeroplan, so I have a bunch of points, and I usually use my points to fly, and I just pay for the taxes.
Oh,
Yeah, this is me on the plane, taking off. It was a good flight. It was very quick for me. It was like an
yeah.
hour flight, so I
Oh,
flew right out of Pearson,
uh huh.
um, which I don't have any pictures of Pearson, but Pearson is also a beast of an airport. If you
Okay.
have never flown through Pearson, it's massive, and
Yeah.
they put us at the gates. I don't like these gates. They're like you got to walk for like 15 minutes. You
Oh.
got to walk through the airport, and then you got to walk for another 15 minutes, and they're like these little dinky gates, and you always know you're getting on a plane. It's going to be tiny, and my plane was very tiny with no in-flight entertainment,
Oh
but
no. Wow.
smooth flight at least.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I did sleep for a little bit of it.
Oh, that's
So,
good.
and I did my makeup. No, that's what happened. I did my makeup and I read half of a comic book. That's how fast it was. It
Wow.
was really fast.
So
Yeah.
from Toronto to Philly, it's an hour and a half, maybe, or so. Is that it?
Yeah, it was about like an hour and a half
Oh my
or an
gosh.
hour and change.
That's
Not
awesome.
very much. Yeah.
So yeah, our first leg from Southern California to Phoenix is about 45 minutes, but then from there to Philadelphia is about four and a half hours. There's
Wow.
Amanda. Oh, so
Hello. There's me on
nice.
the plane.
You look really relaxed there. That's a good shot.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel relaxed.
What
I
time
like
did
I like flying.
what time did you fly
Hmm?
out?
It was early. I think I was dropped off at the airport. It was like 4 a.m. or
Oh wow.
something. It was
Okay.
really early.
There
Yeah.
you
I was
are.
supposed to be there for 4, but I was a little late. I think I was there at like 4:20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so I
The
had to take yeah,
dogs.
so we have two pugs, Mookie and Meeple. These are not our pugs, obviously, but when we're in Phoenix, on our layover, it's a very fast layover. We had to run basically to our next gate. But I had to stop when I saw these service pugs. These are service dogs, and they're both pugs. They were like the
What?
nicest pugs ever. I was like, oh my gosh. I
They look
forgot their
so
names.
chill.
Super cute. Now I thought that was a good sign going to
I
Philadelphia.
literally thought they were your dogs because, like,
Yeah, it's so
do they
adorable.
look like your pugs though, or am I crazy?
No, the one on the right sort of does. Now we don't have a black pug. We have the fawn pug on the right.
Right.
Of course I had the owners. I had to show them our pugs on my phone, and yeah, we had a nice little bonding moment there. It was really cute. So
That's cute.
yeah, here we are in Philadelphia. The first guy I run into at the baggage claim, Sam Healy, formerly of the Dice Tower. He is also now
Nice.
my one of my partners at the Board Game Spotlight. We're doing a podcast. I think our first episode just dropped recently. We just recorded our second episode, so it was just a really nice moment to run into someone that right off the bat and in baggage claim.
Nice.
Yeah, Sam's super nice.
What
Really, really
uh
good
what are
guy.
you guys doing on the podcast? Like what's the focus?
We're focusing mainly on board games, but also some like geek adjacent stuff. So not as much as
Cool.
like we do here on Words on Wednesday. That one's more board game focused, and it's a little more broad. A little more broad. But we'll talk about sports. We're all like sports ball fans, so I'll talk about baseball. They'll
But
talk about football or basketball or whatever. So
oh cool. So board
yeah,
games and sports ball.
it's not a bad combination.
No, it is
Uh,
not.
so here's Michelle and I. We arrived probably around 4:30 p.m. Eastern, and that's just us and our Lyft driving us to our Airbnb.
Wow. It was
So,
really dark at 4:30.
it was. I was so surprised. That's why I had to take a video. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Getting dark early.
where's this? Is
What
this
is
the
this, me?
hall?
Oh, this is the hall, and I just took a picture because I think I was walking at night,
Mm-hmm.
and I was on the phone, I think, with Uptown Duck, who people know from my streams.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just chatting with him about like the first day and whatever. And I was like, everything is so Christmassy here. Like, you wouldn't believe how Christmas it is. Like, I
Yeah.
love Philadelphia. It's always so Christmassy around this time, and it's so weird because it's the beginning of December,
Yep.
but they're like so hype. And it's like everything's like in green and red light. And he was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like,
Oh,
"It
that's
looks
right.
weird and kind of ominous, but also it's really pretty." And so I had to snap that pic. And
That's
that
a
was
great
a pic
shot.
that I
Yeah.
sent.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah,
right.
it's
It's every year. It's around this time that PAX Unplugged, and they have all the holiday stuff
yeah,
going
the
on,
Christmas
Christmassy.
parade, and
Yeah.
it's like, you know what? I want to do PAX Unplugged one time and just not go to like the con.
just,
And just
just
be
go to
there when
Philadelphia.
it's happening and do everything else that happens around the con. Like go to the Christmas market and do the parade and
Yeah.
like go to the Reading market and see Santa and like do all the
Yep.
Christmassy things in Philadelphia.
That
Maybe
that would
we
be
should
fun.
maybe we
Yeah,
should plan a trip like a few days before or after or something at some point, and a
I was
few of
gonna
us can hang
say,
out and just do
yeah,
Christmas stuff together.
that's the way to do it, right? Get there early, maybe, or even stay a couple of days afterwards. One or the other. Like either start your trip
Yeah.
with a couple of days off, or end your trip with a couple of days off, and just do Philadelphia. I think that'd be great.
Next year, I'm gonna plan that. I'm
Okay.
gonna make it happen because I said that last year and I didn't do it. And I also want to do the historical stuff because I'm a huge American history nerd.
Oh, okay.
Something people
Nice.
don't know about me usually. And actually, when I talk to people about American history, sometimes people will be like, "Oh, like Amanda, you're American," and I'll be like, "No, no, no, I'm Canadian. I had American history when I was in high school. It was like an extra credit that I took,
Oh,
and I love
nice.
American history. It's so
That's
cool."
awesome. Yeah, I would highly recommend it because Philadelphia, there's a lot of American history there. And I did that last year, Amanda. I
Yes.
showed up a day early by myself, and I went to go see the Liberty Bell. I went to see Independence Hall. and did all that. I
Nice.
highly recommend it, especially if you're an American history nerd. Huge recommendation
Yeah,
to
I
go
want to
that.
go see the Liberty Bell. I want
Yep.
to go see Benjamin Franklin's grave. I've walked past
Yes.
it before, but I've never like been. And
Yeah.
I love Benjamin Franklin. He's like one of my favorite like historical figures in American history. I have a few. There's a
Nice.
few great guys and gals,
Yeah,
but
I would highly
yeah.
recommend it. Yeah, you would love it. By the way, folks watching on YouTube, we are recording this live on Twitch. I want to shout out everyone in Twitch watching right now. Trombone Dalek just showed up, Blue Fungi, Jen's here, and all our friends. Thank you so much for hanging out. Amanda, so you took this picture. Now, did you do any events or any get-togethers that first night on Thursday night?
Yeah, I went to the ninth level backer kit party,
Oh,
the annual
nice.
party that they do. I actually wasn't necessarily invited, but Maggie was just like, just come with me. And I felt so bad. I was actually supposed to have a dinner for Danielle's company, Wise Wizard Games that she's with.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it was on Saturday and I mixed up my dates and I felt so bad because she like texted me like, "Oh, I can't wait to see you at dinner." And then after when I was on my way back, I saw the text and I was like, "Oh no, was that tonight?" And I called her and I was like, "I'm so sorry." And she's like, "I'm just getting back to the party, so I'm going to let you go, but it's okay." And I was like,
Nice.
"I'm such a bad friend."
you know,
Yeah.
you share that story, man. I swear, you and we need assistance because I
I
literally
know.
missed three things this weekend. I had mentioned before we started here that I was taking as few meetings as possible, and yet even the few that I had, I totally botched the dates and times. And I was, we'll get to that in just a minute, but I had to like, totally do things last minute. I feel like we need assistance, just to get us through
Yeah,
these
maybe
things.
we should like be assistants for each other or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
We need some help. If anyone in chat has any like knows people that can
yeah.
be our assistants, that
Please,
would be great.
yeah, please let us know in the comments, folks.
We need help.
Yeah, definitely. Michelle and I went to a one party, the kids table board gaming party. That's where I picked up this copy of Diced Veggies. Of course, we get to the party. Tons of people, really cool to see a lot of folks. I didn't take one picture until we got back to our room. This is in our room on the bed. And it's like I opened up the box and there it is.
Me on the first day as well. I was like, I literally was sending my stuff off to be edited.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, where are the pictures that you took that would be like the thumbs? Like, what would make a good thumbnail? And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't really take pictures the first day.
Yep, that's me
Noted.
too. Yep,
Take more pictures.
yeah. Dice veggies.
How was this game? It
I,
looks fun.
I,
You
I
chopping the
really,
dice?
yeah, I really enjoyed this. I played it. I didn't play at the con, but I did. I learned it at the con, and then yesterday I met a buddy. We had a drink, and I brought this game and we played it. It was a lot of fun. Basically,
Is it like what's on the side of the dice that matters?
no, it's the number, the color, and the number. And what you do, Amanda, you take
Okay.
that little cleaver. It's just a cardboard cleaver. It looks so cool, and you literally slice into that box or that pile of dice. And as you slice
Yeah.
into it, you're gonna push those dice. For example, I could take the two red, the four, two red, and then the three yellow. Bring that out, and then I don't have the picture of it, but there are recipe cards that show, hey, you need a yellow one, a red one, a blue
Ah.
one, and each of those, yeah, they each
Oh.
represent different veggies. So the yellow are like corn, the red are tomato, etc. Um,
That
the tr-
reminds me of that pizza game. Have you played that pizza
oh
game? New York
yeah,
Slice. It
yeah, New
reminds me of
York
New York
slice. That's
Slice
great.
combined with
Yeah,
like Sagrada or something. That's
yeah.
cool.
So here's the fun thing about this.
Little dice
Uh,
drafter.
yeah, dice drafting. But here's the neat thing, Amanda. When you take the dice, they cannot add up to more than 10. So you're doing a little math too. So you can't just take
Whoa,
all the
what?
big dice or whatever. So very
Oh,
clever.
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Plays in about 20-30 minutes. Highly recommend Dice Veggies from Kids Table Board Gaming.
Man.
Let's see what the next picture is. I have a feeling this is, yeah, here it is. Our Airbnb, this is the bottom floor. Michelle and I were on the third floor. Yeah, it was a third floor walk up. 3 a.m. Thursday night. The alarms are going off. We get a knock on our door from the firefighters, fire crew. The first floor had flooded, so there's the water in the first floor, and they stayed up all night to fix it. They are banging on our doors to make sure our room wasn't flooded. That was at 3 o'clock in the morning. This picture was taken at 9:30 a.m. because we waited for our landlord to fix it. Apparently they didn't at that time. And we had no power and no water at this time, Amanda. So yeah, fun.
What?
Yeah, no
At
power.
9:30 in the morning when you have to like get ready to like
Exactly.
be on your way.
Be on our way.
That is
It
ridiculous.
was the worst. So
Yeah.
yeah, thankfully, I'll share you a little secret, folks. The way you get ready when you don't have any water is, thankfully, Michelle had packed a bunch of those disposable wipes. I literally use just disposable wipes head to toe. You know, you do what
Yep.
you got to do.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
that's an experience.
It.
This is the thing with Airbnb is too is like I'm always I'm always afraid to stay in them now because I've had a few bad experiences.
Oh
And you know what
no.
sucks? It's like when you stay in a really great Airbnb, it's amazing.
Yeah. It.
And
And
it's just those few times that you're like, but it's like rolling a die. You're like,
yeah.
will it be the worst thing or will it be the best thing? Because
Right.
very rarely is there an in between in an Airbnb.
Exactly. And what
Yeah.
what's funny is we walked into our Airbnb and we loved it. We thought it was a clean place. It was, accessible. It was great. And just this, they can't control like a pipe bursting or whatever. Things are gonna happen,
No,
whatever. But
yeah, things happen.
yeah, things happen. We're gonna move on from that though. Let's talk about some happier times. Oops, let me go back to the slideshow here. Slideshow and so here we are. We're right outside our Airbnb. You know what we said? We're gonna put on a happy face and we're just gonna make the best of it. As you can see,
Love
I'm
it.
totally bundled up. I have two. I have a hoodie and a jacket right there, Amanda, and so does Michelle. We're so cold. We're from California.
Wow. Yeah, I brought like a scarf and a hat and like gloves because I
Yeah.
didn't know because I usually don't bring a coat because it's gonna be so nice that I'm like, oh, I won't bring it.
Yeah.
But then when I don't bring it, I get cold. But I
Okay.
brought all this winter stuff and very rarely did I wear it.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
you guys saw me on Black Widow that day. I didn't have a coat. I just wore my cosplay.
I remember that. I was thinking, it's like, oh my gosh, someone is from Canada and knows how to handle the cold because I don't.
I brought a cosplay that was warm. I thought that's enough.
Yeah, that's yeah. We'll get to those in a second, friends. Right here, this is at the Reading Terminal Market. This is the Dutch eating place. This is a little diner that serves breakfast and lunch, run by the Amish community. And this, Amanda, was one of the best things I had. It's an apple dumpling. It's a hot apple dumpling. It's basically like a little deconstructed
Yum.
apple pie. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Oh.
So good.
Where did you have this?
It's called the Dutch Eating Place. It's right there in the Reading Terminal Market. It's like a little diner when you first walk in.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
Dutch eating place. I'll have to check that out next year.
yeah. Highly recommend. It's so good. Moving on. Now this is at the convention hall, the open gaming area. This is the start of our little snack exchange, where members of our Discord community showed up. These are the snacks that I brought, and then also our friend Rogue Gamer brought from Idaho. All kinds of snacks all weekend long, folks. It was
Yum.
yeah. I'm sure our I'm just gonna say they weren't the
Are
healthiest.
those lemon Oreo thins?
Yes, they are, Amanda. I'd never had them.
Those
before.
are my favorite Oreos. I didn't spy those till now.
So good.
Wow.
That's the first time I ever
They're
had
my
them.
favorite. They're the best.
Yeah, they were delicious.
There's the first time.
Yep.
Hopefully it's not the last time. I never see them anywhere. Like when we came the first day that I was at PAX, on the Thursday before the con started, one of the things I wanted to do was go do a Target run, which we did end up doing.
Oh.
And I was trying to find, I was like looking at the Oreos and I was like, okay, do I need any Oreos? Do they have anything fun that we don't have?
Yeah.
And I was literally looking for lemon Oreo thins. They had lemon, but they didn't have the thins. And I was like, lemon's good, but I can get it in Canada. We have
okay.
lemon now.
See, I always tried.
We didn't always have flavors of Oreos.
Okay,
so
that's good
that
to
was
know.
Exciting.
Because whenever I get snacks, I'm trying to get things like American snacks that aren't readily available in like mainly Canada, because that's most of my people that I hang out with in the Discord, but also like Australia. I have a lot of Australia folks. So knowing that now, so you're able to get lemon Oreos in Canada, right?
But not lemon Oreo thins. I've only seen them in the States.
Okay.
Yeah, we only get like a few flavors. So like
yeah.
I think birthday cake and like the peanut butter chocolate ones.
Yep.
And I think those are like really the main ones.
Okay.
Like, they did have mint ones, which I was tempted by, but I said no. There'll be other good mint things around the holidays.
Which is funny because alongside these Oreo thin lemons, the one that you can't read, it's Oreo Thin Mint ones right here in the blue
Thin
bag.
mint.
Yeah, very
Oh.
good, tasty stuff.
Yeah. Thin
Idaho
mint.
Spuds were interesting. It was like a marshmallow type candy covered in chocolate. I'd never had it before. Apparently, they're huge in Idaho, which is one of our friends in Discord. That's where they're from. They brought those over. Delicious, but not as
Oh.
delicious as this butter toffee. Oh my gosh, I could have eaten this whole box. Yeah, definitely not something you want to
Was it
do.
just straight toffee?
I'm sorry?
Or was it like a crisp? Was it just straight toffee or was it like a crispy?
It was crispy. It was crispy and buttery, Amanda. Oh
Oh,
my goodness. It was
that is
so
good.
good. So good.
You're just continuing to make me jealous of your snack gaming table.
It was so much fun.
Sounds so
Next
nice.
time, next year. Okay, here's Amanda. You're getting ready to work a booth, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to demo. This was like my morning pick where I was like, oh, I should probably like take a picture of myself in my shirt. I was feeling cute.
Nice.
So when I was in the bathroom, I just snapped like a quick selfie before I headed back to the booth. I'm wearing my Gray Matters game shirt, which
Mm-hmm.
also Joe got for me. I didn't have a shirt last time I worked PAX with Gray Matters games. But Joe got me this sweater, which also is super fashionable and it was
Oh,
really high quality.
nice.
And it's embroidered.
Oh, always a
And
nice
I said,
thing.
"Do you want this back, Joe?" And he said, "No, you can just hold on to it for like another time or just keep it." And I was like,
That's
"Oh." And
great.
I was like, "I'm like part of the team. I have a
Yeah.
shirt and an embroidered shirt. So fancy."
I love the little
You don't
saying there. Gray Matter Games brighten your play. That's clever. I like
brighten
that.
your play. Yeah, I know. It's a good one. So I will probably just wear that even when I'm not demoing. And normally I don't wear a lot of like game merch when I'm not demoing in it, but that sweater was really comfy. This is the catapult game that I saw that I was kind of interested in getting for. I do a segment sometimes on my stream
Mm-hmm.
every now and then, every few months.
Mm-hmm.
Uh and and I was like, this would be perfect for it. It seemed like it was kind of inspired by like those 80s, like just destroy your opponent's,
Yes.
whatever fortress.
Yep.
And I asked the gentleman that was selling them, who I think was the designer, and I think initially I offended him.
Oh
So
no,
if
really?
he's watching this, sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah, I was just like, oh, is this in spot? Like, is this based? Is this like a relaunch of any of these like games?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, no, this is my game. I designed it. And
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay. No, no,
Okay.
no. I was like, I was just wondering because it reminds me of these games. He's like, oh, it's inspired by these games from the 80s.
Yeah,
And
oh
I was like,
yeah.
oh, okay. So it is like a version of that. Okay. I thought it was literally like a redo because it reminded me so much of them.
Oh
But
yeah.
it is completely his design. He even has drinking rules for the game. When I told him that I have this thing called drunk dexterity that I do, he's like, well, here are the drinking rules. And I was like, wow, okay.
Nice.
But I didn't end up grabbing a copy of it because they didn't do media copies. So it was just,
Oh.
he just had like a discount he offered for media and it was just kind of a bigger box. So I was like, humming and hawing. And
Yeah.
then Joe almost he went back and tried to get it for me on the last day because I was telling him about it and how
Yeah.
excited I was about it. But
Mhm.
they sold out on Saturday, so good for
Oh, good
them.
for them.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
Catapult Feud. This does look like there's an old game
Catapult
in our,
feud.
Twitch viewers talking about crossbows and catapults from like 40 years ago. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's exactly like I was listing off some of the ones that it reminded me of.
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
definitely, he said, yeah, it was very much inspired by like those 80s games, but much more sturdy. So if you like that style of game,
Uh-huh.
very sturdy, it looks very easy and fun to play. People were loving it. And he had like expansion packs that came with like giant catapults and like a
Oh,
dragon, and there was like lava that can touch your stuff, and like basically if the lava gets through to the other side, then you lose.
nice.
So it's all about stopping lava flow when you play with that expansion. So yeah, it was really cool. I'm definitely gonna try to send them an email. I give them my card, so maybe I'll follow up with them sometime this week and
Hmm.
just be like, "Hey, it's me again." And just if you guys ever want to do something together,
Yeah,
I feel like it would be perfect for drunk dexterity.
totally. Very
Yeah.
cool. So Catapult Feud, folks. Let's move on. And back at the Reading Terminal Market, I had my favorite sandwich there. It's the roast pork sandwich from Denix. This is roast pork on an Italian roll with broccoli rabe on it. I had no idea what broccoli rabe was until last year when I first tried this. It tastes it.
What is it?
It gives me the similar taste and feel as bok choy. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, not I shouldn't say taste. The mouth feel is very similar, but they do that instead of like onions and whatnot. So it's like a different take on a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. It's roast pork, broccoli rabe, and
Mm,
provolone cheese. And I really
interesting.
enjoyed this. I feel sort of bad because I hyped it up so much to Michelle. When she had it, she's like, "It's okay." I was like, "Oh man, I was talking so much." You overhype something sometimes. That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I should have like underplayed it. I should have
I
been like, oh,
yeah,
like it's you should try this. You might like it. And then they'll
exactly.
be like, wow, this is really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I totally should have undersold it.
Yeah.
Moving right along. Oh, this is a game called Birds of a Feather. That our friend Dwayne and brought, and we played. Michelle and I played with Omar and a couple of other folks from the Discord community. This was fun, Amanda. This is a really good game.
It
Very
looks
simple.
cute.
Yeah, you're just looking at birds. You're trying to view the birds that are the same like type that yours are. But anytime you put a
Okay.
bird out, there's a certain one called a predator. If a predator comes out, then it's going to knock out some of the other birds that might be of your
Oh
type. So,
no.
yeah,
Are you like a bird watcher or are you
yep.
yourself a bird? Like
You
what's the
are. We
theme
are
here?
bird watchers. So everyone's got a
Nice.
little piece of paper that has all the different types, and you just look at the cards, and then you're gonna mark down which ones you've seen. And if you see all of them, you got bonus points. Certain ones are worth more points than the others, and so forth. Really quick and simple game, but I think we played it 2 or 3 times. It was terrific. Really
Wow.
light and simple. Uh
That's nice. You know a game is good when you're doing a few replays off the bat.
oh
That's a
yeah,
good sign.
gotta love that. I see root beer in the background. What's going on there?
Yeah, this is me at the Gray Matters Games booth with the Root Beer Float Challenge, which I actually have here.
Ooh.
So this is my favorite game from Gray Matters, and they actually have a new one coming out that's the Donut Challenge, which
Oh,
everyone should check
look at
out.
that. That thing's. Oh
Um,
wow.
it's coming up February 1st. It's basically like this, but with donuts. So if you like donuts,
I
this is
love
a sort of
donuts.
minute to win it challenge type game where you basically have these ingredients you're trying to collect.
Mm-hmm.
There are different components that come in the tin. So, like 2 cherries, 4 straws, an ice cream ball,
Mm.
and a little D6. And you roll it to see if you're doing a challenge that is just you, a challenge that's versus another player, or a challenge that is cooperative where you have to work together. And then
Ooh.
if you complete the challenge, you get one of the cards as a reward. And once you have everything to build your root beer float, you win the game. And the tin itself is also a component in the game. So
Oh.
sometimes you have to try to like catch things in the tin. Or I did one where you put the tin on your head and you put an ice cream ball on top, and then you have to walk like 10 steps without it falling off your head.
Oh, I love it. That's
Yeah,
great.
it's really fun. Yeah,
Awesome.
and I the last year I didn't get a copy of this one because we sold out of it, and
Mm.
I forgot to grab one before then. So this year I said to Joe, "Can I get a copy of that game?" I was like, "I'll buy a copy of that game." He's like, "I'll give you a copy of that game. How about
Very
that?"
nice.
I said, "Can I buy that?" And he said, "No, because I'm going to give it to you."
Nice. That's even better.
So
So
super
root beer
nice.
float
Yeah.
at Gray Matters Games.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Root beer float.
Um.
And you can get it at Indigo as well if
Oh,
anyone's
okay.
here in Indigo.
Cool.
Mhm.
And for those of you watching YouTube, I will drop links in the description below, so be sure to check that out. The next game up that we played at the the free play area with Discord community is Point City. This is basically the standalone sequel to Point Salad, very light card game, but this one introduces not only it has the set collection element, but also introduces engine building. So you get resources,
Ooh.
build the little buildings. Those buildings give you like a discount for future buildings. It's basically like Point Salad meets Splendor. It's a wonderful game.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
love this
Is it
game.
made by the same people that made Point Salad?
It is the exact same team, same company.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool. I like Point Salad. It's really good.
it is. I think you'll
And I
you'll you'll
love
enjoy this
Splendor.
one as well. Point City is wonderful.
Point City. This is just, I feel like us swapping cool
Oh,
games.
totally.
I love it.
Speaking of cool games, this one from Keymaster. This is Chicken. A fun little push your luck game. If you've ever played Zombie Dice or Popcorn Dice or Martian
Yes.
Dice, this is basically the next
Yes.
evolution. This is Chicken. They just call it Chicken. They could have easily called it Chicken Dice, but they call it Chicken. You
I like that it's just called chicken,
Yeah,
actually.
me too. It's hilarious, and Michelle and I really enjoy this one. You start with white dice. You're trying to roll chickens to score them. It's a race to 25 points. If at any time you roll 3 foxes, your turn is over, and then you go on. Yeah,
Oh,
very
that's,
cool.
yeah,
If
dangerous
you
as a
if you
chicken.
roll little eggs, then those hatch, and you get the yellow and red dice, which is cool because they have more chickens, but they also have more foxes. Very simple
Is the
game, but
board a
oh,
cloth?
I'm sorry.
Is the board a cloth?
Yeah, that's just the scoreboard. It's a little cloth that comes in a little tube. It's just like a little tube. It's fun.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I like
I like.
that.
Yeah, I like cloth boards.
I like that. Oh,
Yes,
that sounds great.
absolutely. Um, yeah, you can see here the scoring markers. I think you can play up to, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 players. One we played 3 players. The player who was the poop emoji was in first place. So I don't know who that was. I forgot who it was, but
Could you technically also play more because you're just taking your turns? You
yeah,
just need more like tokens?
I believe so. Yeah, just
Hmm,
however many you can get.
very cool.
Yeah. Really cool game. That is chicken. And then, ooh, you were just talking about this. This is making me hungry. I see a donut.
The donut challenge. There it is. Yeah, I love it. So the donut challenge. So that one, instead of coming with the components that I said in the root beer float game,
Mhm.
which has, you know, the straws and the cherries and all of that, the tin. This one comes with the smaller donuts that you see out there in front of you, the pink ones.
Mhm.
They're really squishy too. They're like the most satisfying things I've ever squished, I think. I was like, I want this game just for this component because it feels so good. It comes with the 2 cups that were to the side. So those little coffee cups. And then in there, you can just see the glow of them. 2 donut holes, which are
Oh,
like little orange ping pong balls.
oh,
And
nice.
then it also comes with the giant donut that you see in the back. People thought that was like a promotional thing to just get people to come over.
Uh huh.
And I was like, no, no, no. This inflatable donut is also in the box. You blow it up and you play with that donut.
Oh, no way.
And
Oh, okay.
the box that you see that looks like basically a Timbit box or a donut hole
Uh
box,
huh.
uh, it I guess Munchkin is the other thing that's called it, like
Yeah.
Dunkin'. That is literally what the box will be when it's
Wow.
out. Yeah,
Very
yeah.
cool.
It comes out February 1st and it'll be in Barnes and Noble, and
Nice.
it is so fun. And then you're trying to collect one of each donut, so the small, the giant, and the donut hole, and then the coffee cup. And once you have your all your donuts and your coffee, then you win the game in the donut challenge. And once again, 3 different styles of challenges: solo, head to head, and co-op.
Oh, cool.
So
I love a
yeah.
good solo game, but I want to squish those donuts. Those things look squishable, very
I
squishable.
know. I mean, I said to Joe that I need a copy of it. We didn't have any copies for me to take this time, but he said he would get me one. So
Nice.
next con that I'm at, I'll try to pack it with me. Maybe we
Yes.
can play some donut challenge. It's a good one.
I am down. I'm definitely down for the donut challenge. Speaking of, so you have the root beer and the donut right there.
Yeah, I love dexterity games. Those are like a couple of my favorites that we have. So I wanted some pictures with the booth and for the thumbs and the vlog. So Joe is taking those pictures for me.
That's great. Oh my
He
gosh.
was so also good at putting up with all of my vlogging and stuff, like in the booth. Like when I'd be like, "Do you mind if I just like come out and like take some videos of this thing? Because I really love like our display here, and I want to get it in the vlog." So
Oh, so
and also
nice.
played games with me. I have TikToks I'm gonna post. I think I put one of them
Oh,
in
cool.
here that I can, or maybe a couple of them in here so you can see. We
Nice.
did some of the challenges from the games that I'm gonna
Oh,
post.
cool.
Yeah,
I love this picture. That's such a great picture of you, man.
yeah,
It's almost like
it's
you have a
so
halo.
fun. I know. You know what? I was gonna wear it the other way, and then Joe was like, "You know what? You have to flip it because then the sprinkles will show because the sprinkles are
Yes.
only on the top of the donut, not on the bottom." And I said, "Joe, how do you know that?" And he was like, "Oh, there was a woman that came by that asked to take a picture with it because she was sending it to her partner that loves donuts." And she was like, "No, I need to wear it like this so that the sprinkles will be in the picture." And I took a picture of her, so that's how I know.
Oh my gosh. That
So
donut, it's squishable, but it actually I'm not gonna lie, it looks delicious. I would totally take a
I
bite out of that,
know.
I think.
I know. People were like coming up and being like, it's weird because I look at it and it looks like I could eat it, but then I touch it and I'm like, you can't eat that. It's not edible.
Yep, there you go. Looking like you're about
I'm
to eat it
thinking
right
about it,
there.
you know, considering it.
Very nice. This was Friday night. I talked earlier about how I had almost blown like 3 different parties and events I was supposed to go to. This was one of them. This was the big gay dinner hosted by the Rose Gauntlet Foundation. I had it.
I heard about this one.
I kid you not, Amanda. I had my calendar for Saturday evening, and Michelle and I were in a media meeting Friday night, talking to Danny Lowe from Flat River Group, and I knew she was going to the party. I was like, oh, okay, I'll see you tomorrow at the big gay dinner. And she's like, that's going on right now. I'm like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, you have the wrong day. I was like, oh my gosh. So thanks to Danny, Michelle and I totally, ran over there and was able to get at least a week. I think we were there for the last half of the party. So super
Nice.
shout out to Danny for making sure we got there. This is one of the fanboy moments that I had meeting Elizabeth Hargrave, the designer of Wingspan, Tussie Mussy,
Nice.
Mariposa. She's a lovely person. And I had to meet her. It was just really nice, and we chatted for a few minutes.
Oh my gosh, I need a copy of Tussie Mussy. I was just playing it on the last night on Sunday.
Ooh,
Jonathan Ying had a copy and was
yes,
playing, and we were all playing games together.
yes.
And he pulled it out and was like, "These are the games I have. I don't know if you guys want to play these. Like, this is what I have." And I was like, "I really want to play this Tussie Mussy, this Elizabeth Hargrave
Yep.
game." And we played it, and I was like, "I need this. It's so good.
It's so good, right? For a little card
It's
game.
so
That's what,
good.
18 cards or whatever. I was like, I love that game.
It's like 18 cards, and it's one of the best.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't feel, no disrespect to wallet games, which are very much still
Yep.
games,
Yep.
but it does not feel like a wallet game.
Yep.
It feels like a full game.
Totally. And that's
Like, I want it in a box,
Yeah.
because I was like, it just feels so complete.
totally, absolutely. Yeah, she is a genius game designer. And just a little background, folks.
Really
The
is.
Big Gay Dinner has been going on for a couple of years. It is for the LGBTQ community and allies. Michelle and I are very honored that we were invited. I actually serve now. There was a press release that just went out a couple of weeks ago. I am on the Rose Gauntlet Foundation board. So very honored to be part of that. And we put on this dinner at a co-working space right down the street. And it was a wonderful event. I'll show you a couple of more pictures and we'll move on. But I'm very honored to be part of this. This is Michelle and I with another
Eric.
fanboy moment. Eric Lang, designer of Blood Rage, Ankh, and all kinds of great games. Marvel United. I've actually become friends with Eric over the years, so I'm not trying to name drop or anything, but it's just he's a lovely human being. He's hilarious. He's known for doing the bunny ears. Whoever's around, you'll get the bunny ears. So
he loves the bunny ears.
I forget, Amanda, are you and Eric from the same part of Canada? I forget, or if y'all are.
Yes,
Okay.
we are.
Nice.
Eric, I believe, lives in Toronto.
Okay. Yeah.
He and I were on the same flight. I'm also friends with
okay.
Eric,
Nice.
through
Yeah.
Daryl and Erica and all that crew that's
awesome.
out this way.
Yeah.
All my Canadian.
Yeah.
It's actually so funny because a lot of my friends from Canada that are in the board game community are like designers. So I was saying, even when I was at the con, like a lot of people are always like, Amanda, like, when are you gonna, like, do you design games
Right.
or you just hang out with people that design games? I'm like, no, I just hang out with people that design games.
Yeah.
I'm like, I play games. So like, if you want me to play test something,
Yeah.
I know that. And I have ideas for games. So maybe one day I'll design something.
There you go.
But
there's got to be something in the water in Toronto because there's a big thriving board game community out there, right?
There really is.
Yeah, so it's really cool to see.
And Eric was telling me about the big gay dinner when we were flying out. He was asking me, he's like, "Are you going to the big gay dinner?" And I was like, "There's a big gay dinner? That sounds amazing."
Oh,
it's like, no, but
I
hope you have fun.
We'll have to get you to next year's for sure, Amanda. We will get that.
Oh yeah, if you ever need more bisexuals in the mix, I'm happy to oblige.
Absolutely. Yeah, this event's for again the LGBTQ plus and ally communities, and it's a way for folks in the industry to connect with each other, and we're trying to make the industry a better, more inclusive place. And you would be at home there, Amanda. We'd love to have you. So this is at the space. It was wonderful. Continuing on here, a Brooke from Leader Games. I believe that's Eric's fingers behind my head. Brooke is another wonderful person. We bonded over our love of soccer. We're all soccer fans, especially the Women's World Cup. Brooke and I always talk about it. And Michelle and I, we love women's soccer. So we bonded over that. It's really nice to see her at the event as well. And I don't know if you know Tiffany. Tiffany is a really big social media presence, and she, I love the stuff that she puts out there. She's a writer, and she actually, I don't know if she wants me to tell, but she has a really cool, real person, like a real life job now. She shared that story with Michelle. I'll share it offline. I don't know if she wants me to tell online, but it's
Yeah,
really
no worries.
great stories.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I know Tiffany, but I feel like I should know Tiffany. So
absolutely.
I'll have to
Yeah,
check out her socials
yeah.
after.
I'll
So
share the social with
awesome.
you. Yeah, afterwards. Oh, where are we at here, Amanda? I
We're at
see
axe
axes.
throwing. This
Wow.
is at axe throwing. Yeah. So this was Friday night. My friend Jason, who I'm with there, Jason McCracken,
Mhm.
he used to work for Long Pack.
Okay.
He and I met through working for Renegade, and he had like a couple plus ones for the axe throwing event, which was also backer kit. So I said, yeah, I'll go axe throwing. I love axe throwing. I used to throw in a league. I was
Whoa.
the worst in my league, so don't. I'm
I
not good,
I didn't know
but
there were leagues. Oh my gosh, you were an axe thrower in a
yeah,
league. That's amazing.
yeah, I was in an axe throwing league for like a year. My axe throwing league actually I still have friends from axe throwing that message me. If any of you are watching this, I miss you too. And yeah, I used to go on the night where we would play board games. So in between
Mhm.
us throwing axes, that group loved to play board games. So it was the perfect night for me.
Nice.
So we went to what was this called? Kickaxe, I think is what it's called in
Uh
Philadelphia, and threw. I did not like their axes very much.
oh.
I was not sinking very many because I felt like it was a weird, it just felt awkward to me. I'm used to throwing with wooden axes, and the axes that we had in our lane were all metal. I don't know if they have wooden ones there.
Oh.
And the lanes were really short. I'm used to a longer lane, so I have a little bit more space to walk up.
Okay.
But I had a great time. It was really fun. Everyone that worked at the bar was cool. It was such a cool spot.
Nice.
And we also made some friends just chilling at the backer kit party. And also, who else was there? John from Forge Gaming was also there.
Oh,
So I
okay.
was hanging out with him as
Cool.
well. Yeah.
So, for someone that's never thrown an axe, like, can you give like some hints? Like, obviously, don't chop off your arm is the
Yeah.
number one thing, but
Don't chop off your arm is rule number one.
okay.
Wear closed-toed shoes is another important tip.
Okay.
Don't go to grab an axe when someone else is throwing. Don't do that. That's a bad
Okay.
idea.
Yep.
So usually you both throw and then you wait and you go and grab your axes together. And yeah, I guess like think of it kind of like a dart.
Okay.
So it's like a full body dart throw a little bit. So you kind of want to think of your body like a catapult when you throw. So
Okay.
you kind of like lean back and
Yeah.
then you fling forward. And you
Okay.
kind of want to think of it like a follow through, like your hand should be going like down and back,
Got it.
like that.
Oh, wow.
And you usually have 1 foot forward when you throw, and you can also throw one-handed as well.
Uh-huh.
It's really all in the wrist. You want to make sure your wrist isn't doing any of this. Your wrist should be like kind of
Oh,
solid,
sort of locked
but it's
in.
kind of the
Okay.
same motion almost as if you're like throwing a dart, but it's just full body.
Okay.
That's what axe throwing's
I used to
like.
love to play darts, so yeah, I want to give
And
that
if
a
you
shot.
see people go high, if there's 2 dots ever at the top, I don't think these people had clutch on their boards,
Uh-huh.
but if there's 2 dots at the top of the board, or if they did, they were like obliterated off our boards.
Mhm.
They're like 2 green circles. If you see anyone go for that and they hit it, that's called clutch. And if you go for clutch, it's actually worth more than the center target. It's worth 7 points instead of 5 points, which is the center.
Oh,
Um,
clutch.
and
Okay.
people don't know that. And I posted a video on Instagram where I went for clutch and I got it, and then everyone told me I missed
Oh,
because I didn't hit the center.
yeah.
And I put in my caption that I was going for clutch, but no one knows what that means, so they just thought I sucked. And I was like, no,
Uh
no, no, that was actually a really good shot.
so yeah,
I wasn't aiming for the middle. I was
right.
aiming for the top dots.
Yeah.
And usually you have to call it before you hit it. If you're
Oh,
playing in like a match with
got it.
points,
Got it.
like official.
Cool. What learn something
Yeah.
new every day. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. If you ever want to go through axe throwing, I got a few places in Toronto that I like to go sometimes.
I would love to give it a
It's fun.
shot. I would love that.
Yeah.
Here we are. I've got a button
Oh,
here.
this pin.
This is a pin that my friend Jess made. Jess, it was like this little inside joke from Gen Con. Someone was talking about ginger ale. I made the server was talking about how they made ginger ale, and it was just like this really weird, awkward moment. And we all at the table had to laugh about it. And Jess, she made pins about this moment. So she handed out these pins to those of us who were there. and it was just hilarious. So shout out to Jess. Thank you for that. Good. Oh, back here, is this Axes of Evil? Is that what it's
Axes.
called? That's
Yeah, they had
great.
all these fun signs. They had axes of evil. You'll probably, I think if you go through, there's a couple more. But I just wanted to take pictures with all their awesome neon signs because
Oh,
I just love them. Love Axley.
I love that.
That was a good one.
That's great. Love Axe. Oh, that's
Yeah, they had like 4 different ones. They're all really good.
very cool. So love Axley, Axes of Evil, and so the place was called Kick Axe.
Yeah, I think it was called Kick Axe. It was
Nice.
really fun. I would go again. I need to practice more with their axes. That's all.
That's awesome.
They felt weird, but that's okay.
Speaking of weird, this may seem like a weird shop. But this is my back at Michelle and I, our Airbnb. This is night number
Okay,
2.
now what's happening?
Yeah, so remember we didn't have hot water, we didn't have power when we left that Friday morning. We do all the events, we do the big gay dinner, blah blah blah. Friday night, late night, we get here. We have power, yay, but we have very little water pressure, and there is no hot water. It's literally ice cold water dripping out of this shower. So, day number 2, no hot water, power. It was like, what are we doing? So, the owner of the place, I said, this is unacceptable. What are we going to do? So, like, oh, yeah, we could move you to a different unit, like, down the street or whatever. I'm like, dude, it's almost midnight. I'm not going to pack up all our stuff and walk out here at midnight.
At midnight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, get this thing fixed, you know, and because of the Airbnb rules, they couldn't send a maintenance guy, like, at midnight. I was like, okay, I get it. So, yeah, we're in the process right now to, you know, get some money back. We're going through that process. It's just... Oh,
Yeah.
such a drag. So anyways, here's Amanda. Is this you at the end of Friday night?
That's me at the end of Friday in bed, just being like, I'm so tired. My feet were so sore. And this was only like, I was thinking to myself laying there, like, this is day 2.
Yeah.
We have 2 more days, Amanda.
Yeah.
I thought before I washed my face, I was like, I'm gonna I'm just gonna lay here. I didn't want to even get up to wash my face.
I hear
So
you.
that was my vibe.
Okay, that's I was
with you. It was like you guys were done with the day, and I was done with the day.
totally, yeah. And what's funny too is like Airbnb, I've never had a bad experience until this point. Like I've had some Airbnb, some Airbnbs were like way better than hotels. Others like fair, but never any problems with water or power. This is like, it just happened to be during the convention. It was just such a drag. So
Yeah, I've had it happen like 2 or 3 times, and that's why I'm so. But it was like up till that point, everything was great.
Yeah,
I find, you know what it is? I think it's also like in bigger cities, like if the city,
I think you're right.
like if you're in a big place that has a lot of tourism or something like that, it's like people just create an Airbnb. I feel like sometimes they can just like phone it in, but don't realize how much work actually goes into running like a hotel, basically.
Exactly. So the next morning, again, we did our best to clean up, and we said we're not going to let this dampen our spirits because we went to go see the Rocky statue. This is at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Amanda, anytime I go to conventions, I always have to do some kind of touristy thing or something, and this was, I'd done the Liberty Bell last year. So this year I want to go see the Rocky statue. I had never seen it in person.
Nice.
So here we are, Michelle and I, taking our photo next to Rocky. And the funny thing is,
I love that.
Yeah, we took this picture, and then we found out the very next day when we were leaving, Sylvester Stallone himself was at this statue. He was there for some big event. They were opening up the Rocky Museum shop the very next day when we left. It was hilarious.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You just missed him.
We just missed him. We missed
That's amazing.
Sylvester Stallone, yeah. This is the breakfast that we had at the Reading Terminal Market. This was a breakfast po' boy I had with this person right here, this awesome person,
Hello.
Amanda.
It's us together.
Yeah, at the market.
Finally.
We had that Cajun breakfast, I believe it was.
Yeah, Cajun Cafe.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It took us a while to get our food, but once we had it, we were like grooving.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Very nice.
And the people that worked there were so nice. Everyone was so nice.
They were. And here you are in your Black Widow, and I was like, I'm freezing. What are you doing? But apparently it does look sort of warm.
Yeah, it was like one of the warmest cosplays that I own. So I was trying to think of like, what can I wear where I'll be like warm?
Yeah.
And I really wanted to do something because Dice Throne just had their Kickstarter for X-Men that went really well.
Yep.
And I wanted to do something kind of in that vein. So I was actually originally going to do like a Cyclops. I have a Cyclops cosplay that I do that's like a gender bend,
Oh, cool.
but it's very not warm and latex and
Ooh.
short, and my butt kind of hangs out. So I was like, I don't know if that's a PAX vibe. But then after I was talking to people, and they're like, no, no, no. Like, there's people that are in like there was like a Pokemon that was like kind of in like a bikini style. Like
Oh
her
my
butt
gosh.
was apparently out, and people were like, oh yeah, it was fine. Like everyone was cool with it. Like no one was like scandalous.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Okay.
and they were like, so you'd probably be fine as Cyclops. And I was like, okay. I was like, good to know.
Okay.
I can never remember. Some board game cons are very like conservative,
Yep.
I would say.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think, but you know what I was thinking? I was thinking of probably Origins. Origins had that thing a while ago where like you literally couldn't show a belly button, and I was like,
Oh, really?
guys,
I did not know
yeah.
that. Oh my gosh.
And then people were trying to say that it's to like protect people, and I was like, I understand kind of that side of it, but at the same time, like you telling people to like cover up is like also kind of the part of the like it's either way it's not good. It
Yeah.
just is. I understand you're trying to do it so that other people will feel comfortable, but
Mhm.
I'm like, but also then you have to realize that you're like making other people like feel ashamed,
Right.
which
Yeah.
you're making. It's weird. It's like they're doing it to be like, because we don't want sexism and we don't want people to be harassed, and I'm like, well, just if people are being harassed, like then deal with that. Like just
Exactly.
don't let people harass people.
Right.
That's all.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Um.
Cosplay is not consent. That's what we this was
Right.
before the cosplay is not consent movement, and I feel
Exactly.
like that's what we needed at that time.
Hmm. Yeah. So, well, that's good to know that Philly is a little more open to that rather than some of
Yeah,
the other.
PAX was apparently more chill,
That's
so good
cool.
to know. So if I want to wear something that's a little bit more like maybe my butt
Yeah.
might be a little more out, that's allowed.
Nice. Uh, our exchange is growing here, as you can see. We've got a bunch of Canadian snacks now, and also tasty cakes, which are my favorite thing in the world. I love tasty cakes, especially this one, the peanut butter candy cakes. It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but a cake form. Oh, so good. We also have some Asian candy and snacks that our friends Giggles and Deadpan brought, which were amazing. I think Michelle ate like 3 of these. Not 3, but she was really into them. Yeah, so the
Nice.
snacks continue to grow.
Those look delicious.
They're so good. This is a game that I played with Omar, who taught it, or Dwayne, who taught it. This is the White Castle. This is the next game in the series that included the first one, which was the Red Cathedral, which I absolutely loved. I got to play one round of this. It was 3 turns because unfortunately I had stuff to do, but just based on those turns, I'm like, this is my jam. I can totally, I love this game already. So I have a copy of it, and thanks to Dwayne for teaching it. Now I can go and I can learn how to play. I can play this by myself now. Very cool dice placement game. And there's Dwayne right there. He does a wonderful board game channel. He and his wife Alicia do Black Board Gaming. They're wonderful people. Dwayne in real life is a chef, and he cooks, and he's a foodie, so that's how we bonded. Was over food and
Nice.
games. A wonderful gentleman. And there's Amanda. What is that right
Here
next
I
to you,
am on
Amanda?
the floor. I am with this raccoon. I'm over by Trash Talk, which I
Oh,
obviously was late to the game with Trash Talk because I wasn't at Gen Con. Everyone was
yes,
talking about it.
yes.
So I finally got to look at it, and I got a copy of it, and
Oh,
yeah, I'm
good.
excited to check it out. And I also got the new one that they're doing. What is it called? Something like That's Dope or something like that.
Okay,
The drug game.
nice. I haven't heard that one yet, but Amanda, we need to play Trash Talk sometime. I think it would be go great over stream with the
Yes.
audience, with viewers.
Oh,
I think it'd be a lot of
it
fun.
would be. We should do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's make that one of our things. I have a copy of it. I asked Matt if I could have a copy, and he said,
perfect. Yeah.
"Yeah, you
So
can have a copy."
yeah,
I
I got
said, "Sweet,
yeah,
thanks."
it's so much fun. We've loved that game ever since we got it, and yeah, it plays well with I think folks on the internet. It'll be easy to play.
I
So
love that you can add trash to it.
yeah,
I
right.
was just like, "That's so cool!" Like,
Yeah.
just grab little bits of whatever and be like, "This is part of it. This
Yep.
is part of the game."
Totally.
Actually, maybe that's what I'll do. I have this Etch a Sketch keychain,
Oh,
and
perfect.
it works. It's a real Etch a Sketch, but it just broke like the little
Oh
hook
no.
part of it.
Uh huh.
It just broke off in my pocket. So I was like, what will I do with this? Do I keep it? Might be
Nice.
good for trash talk. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
put it in that box.
Yeah, like Trash
Yeah.
Talk. I think the last time Michelle and I played it on stream, we had like some Legos. So we had like Lego pieces and some like little just knickknacks, and we threw that in there, and
Yeah.
yeah, it worked great. It's so much
Nice.
fun. All right, Trash
I
Talk.
love
Yeah,
it.
I'm so stoked that you got that. This is a bag of chips that we were just talking about. My buddy Dwayne from Blackboard Gaming. He found these chips from Thailand. These are Lay's from Thailand. They're boat noodles flavor. These are really good. They actually taste
Whoa.
like noodles that you would have um, in a bag of chips. It's so crazy. It was wonderful. And here's more chips, Amanda. These are from St. Louis. We had some folks from St. Louis, Missouri. These red hot ones,
Wow.
I nearly burned my tongue. I was not expecting them to be that hot, but they were.
Wow.
Um, y'all have
The
something in
snack
Canada?
pile grows.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I was going to say, those all dressed chips that y'all have in Canada, we can't get those in
Oh,
the
yeah,
US.
yeah.
I love all dressed chips. They're my favorite chips.
Oh.
So good.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta bring you some next time.
Yeah,
Remind me.
my two favorite things snack wise, all dressed chips, but number one is coffee crisp. I will eat coffee crisp
Coffee
all
crisp.
day long, Amanda. I love coffee crisp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are obsessed with coffee crisp. Coffee crisp is like one of my least favorite
Oh really?
chocolates too. So
Oh.
I can definitely hook you up with coffee crisp
What?
and
So wait, you drink coffee, don't
we
you?
can do a trade. I do. I drink coffee,
But you
but
don't like coffee crisp?
I like coffee crisp. It's not like I don't dislike it, but
Okay.
it's like my last pick. Like if we're talking like Halloween candies you get in Canada,
Yeah.
coffee crisp is like close to the bottom
Oh
of the
wow.
tiers for me.
What's
It's
near the
like
top
I
then?
just don't go
I
for
want to know what's on the top.
it. Probably like caramel. I love caramel.
Oh, I don't think I've had
I
that.
love Kit Kats.
Okay. Oh, Kit Kats
The
are
little Kit
wonderful.
Kats.
Yeah. Kit Kats are so
Yeah.
good. I
Cadbury caramel with like the little caramel in them. They come in like 2 squares.
Oh,
Usually in our
yum.
candies. Yeah.
Um,
Those are good.
this is a game of challengers. This won the Spiel des Jahres last year, I believe, or the year before. No, it was
Ooh.
last year. This game, Amanda, plays up to 8 players, and it only takes like about half an hour. It really captures the feel of a tournament. You're playing 1v1, you're playing cards, and basically it's the old card game War, but it's been gamified.
Oh.
It's really simple.
Oh.
It's got some deck building, but oh my gosh, it's so much fun. I was hoping to play 8 players, but we only had 6 at the time. But we knocked out a
Oh.
tournament in like 30, a little less than 30 minutes. It was fantastic. It was so much fun.
Wow. And so it's like war, but it plays up to 8?
Yeah. So it has little cards. It tells you where to go. So it's like it says, okay, I have the card that tells me to go to the red table or the red play mat, and then another player goes there. We do war. Whoever wins, they take their winning or they take their trophy, then go play another match. You play 7 matches, and then whoever
Yeah.
has the most points, the the 2 players with the top points, they face off in the final game for the championship. It's a little tournament.
Wow.
It's so much fun.
That sounds
Yeah,
fun. I haven't played that. I feel like I'm so out of loop with Spiel des Jahres though. Like
yeah,
what won that one like a year ago? Is that what you said?
I believe so. Yeah. And then the
I
year
don't even
before
know.
that was
What won this
Cascadia. I
year?
remember Cascadia won. This one, yeah, just
Spiel
this is
des
so much fun.
Jahres.
It's a great game.
The last Spiel des Jahres I feel like that I know of is the one I own it. The one with the map. Didn't that win Spiel des Jahres?
Oh yeah. Gosh, what is? I know exactly what you're talking
It's
about.
more
That
like an activity than a game, but it's great.
yeah, it's great. Micro Macro.
Micro Macro.
That was
That's the
fun.
last one.
Yeah.
That's when I was at That's when I was at Essen.
Yep.
So I was like more paying attention to Spiel.
Yeah.
And I feel like I haven't kept up to date with Spiel for the last few years since I
Yeah.
went.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
Micro Macro was a lot
That
of
sounds
fun.
fun.
This is my friend
Micro
Mark
Macro
Street.
is
He's
fun.
from the Dice Tower. He does videos for them. We just happen to run each other. We
Yeah.
also do a show here on my
Mark.
channel called Maker Monday, where we put together Legos and just talk about nerdy stuff. So
Yeah.
this is the one. Yeah, Mark and I and you, Amanda. We got to get somehow just stream together. We could do Legos together at some point.
We will.
Yeah,
If you
figure
guys
that out.
want to do a Friday sometime,
Okay.
that's like a really good day for me because I have Friday all day. Like,
Oh,
I'm not at the studio.
okay.
So I'm just at home.
Nice.
So I could
Okay.
like actually do a daytime stream when y'all are streaming because y'all are usually streaming when I'm like in the studio,
Yeah.
like working on top 10 nerd stuff. So.
Right. Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
will make a note of that. So Fridays are good. So there's Mark. We're not doing Legos there, obviously. Played some Bad Company. Our friend Seattle was in chat earlier. He brought this game. He wanted to teach it, and it was wonderful. It reminded me a lot of Space Base. If you ever played that, everyone you're rolling dice and you're leveling up your, well, in this case, your bad guys, and trying to outrun the cops. Very fun, a very fun game. Our buddy Brian Ashman as well, who's in chat, played it with us. Hi Bree, good to see you here. This was a good time. This was very Space Base like, and that's Bad Company.
Brian also stopped over at Gray Matters and said hello to me, and we were chatting a bit. He came over to see the Gray Matters game.
Oh,
So,
awesome!
yes, shout out to Brian.
Yeah, such a nice guy. I got to meet him last year. We played Dice Miner together at PAX, and he's a wonderful gentleman.
Nice.
This is a close up. I am here, the yellow. I'm behind the black car, which is the cops. So the cops have outrun me, which means not a good thing. Uh, so fun game. I don't know what happened here. This picture just
That
crapped
looks
out.
like so much fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes pictures be like that.
Yep. This is just very late in the night. I'm just taking random shots of fellow content creators. So this is 2 star. Oh gosh, is it 2 stars out left? I forget Michelle's channel. Sorry, Michelle. I'll post it in the link. Then you have Kavre, you have Daniel, Board Game Feast, and you also have Jeff and Jamie from Foster the Meeple. Also fellow Canadians, Amanda.
Yeah, I was about to say some Canadians mixed in there.
Yeah.
I love to see it.
Speaking of Canadians, I love you, my Canadian peeps. Y'all are the best. This is Jenna and Francis from the Board Game Garden. Wonderful people. I got to connect with them. Super stoked about that.
Nice.
And Michelle and I ran into Ross from, what company does he work for now? Ross has been in the game for a long time. He does marketing for North Star Games now. And
nice.
Yeah.
I love North Star Games.
So do I. And I love Ross. That is one handsome
still need to
gentleman.
get Oceans.
Yeah, Oceans I have. I haven't played it yet, but yeah, we got to hang out with Ross for just a minute in the hallway. And really nice.
PAX Unplugged, folks. This is what it's all about.
That? This is our area in free play.
So many good people here.
So that's like
PAX Unplugged, folks. This is what it's all about.
So many people. I can see you.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Oh, there I am at the Dice Throne booth. I had Maggie take this video of me before we left the floor. As I was walking out, I got a picture of the Dice Throne guys earlier in the day, and I was just like, you know what?
I love that.
I need a little video.
Yeah.
I didn't take a video, and
epic.
I need to do that one in my cosplay.
It's so epic. I love it. So yeah. And then continuing on here, this is Saturday night, I believe.
Tea.
Yeah. We wanted to go to
time.
this ramen place we wanted to go get dinner actually. And the first place we went to, I think it was just too crowded, so we said, "Hey, there's a ramen place we can go to." We get there, it's like an hour wait. I'm like, "Ugh." But right across the way, our friend found this tea shop, and we just had tea. It was like way fancier than we thought. It was delicious. It was delicious.
Wow. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, way fancier than we thought, but it was totally affordable and it was nice. And then we got our ramen right next door. Terakawa in Philly, folks. Legit good ramen. Highly recommend. Very delicious.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm so glad you took this
I
picture.
saw a Christmas tree.
Yeah. This is great.
I saw the Christmas tree, and yeah, this was just me capturing more of the festiveness of Philadelphia at the time. They also, the night on Thursday, when I think it was on Thursday, or maybe it was this night. I forget. Maybe it was Saturday. They also had like a concert going on there by the tree. It was crazy. It's like,
and now that
I'm telling you, I don't know what Philadelphia is like on Christmas Day, but if anyone in chat is from Philadelphia, is it crazy there on Christmas Day? Like, do you guys go really hard for Christmas?
It seems like it, yeah.
People were like, "Amanda, do you not have Christmas things in Toronto?" When I was so amazed, and I was like, "No, we do, but like not
like
at this time, not this early. Like it's later." And now we don't have like just a giant tree like in the middle of like downtown. I mean, I don't know. Actually, maybe we do. I don't go like downtown that much. I try to go around downtown because it's so busy.
Right. Then it just reminds me too, the reason why it took so long to get dinner is because like half the streets at the convention center around dinner time Saturday night
We're closed.
were closed because of that parade. Like,
Yeah.
y'all go hard on your Christmas
Very
celebrations.
hard to Uber around
Yep.
at that time.
That's right. Here I am we came back. I had my very first gooey butter cookie, which apparently is a thing in Pennsylvania. I've never had it before.
Oh,
It
I've never
was
had that before.
it was really delicious. It was super sweet, a little too sweet for my taste. But if you like sweet stuff, if you like cookies, it's like a cake style cookie. It was very good. Very, very good.
Oh, all right. I had the cookies that Eric was recommending from the Reading Market.
Oh,
were really good.
I've heard good things.
This is me doing my time lapse for packing my bag.
Oh.
That is the coloring book that Ruel and Michelle gave to me.
Yes.
Of Jason Momoa, which is also in the vlog.
Nice.
But yeah, I like to do my little Tetris and like film it. So this is just my little much faster than I normally would be going.
Like, how long in real time would this take you? Is this like 30 minutes?
I don't think it actually took me that long because I actually had still some space in my suitcase, which was good because then I ended up getting more stuff on Sunday. So I packed up because my room, Maggie was leaving on Sunday. To go back. So that was when the reservation ended. So I just checked out on Sunday, got them to hold my bag. And then in the evening after the con, I came back and grabbed my bag and moved it over to the notary where I had some friends staying.
Okay.
And then gamed with them there until like midnight, 1 a.m. And then slept for like a couple hours and then just got up and went to the airport. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just, we've seen this several times already. I'm like pretty amazed, like all the stuff that you're able to fit in. It does look like Tetris. Everything looks like it has a place and it's like fits perfectly.
Yeah. I just find like packing the suitcase at the end of the con to be so, I don't know. It's like a game in and of itself.
Oh yeah. Totally.
I tried not to get that much stuff this con, but I failed. So.
So you had the one big suitcase, which I'm assuming you checked in, and then you had a backpack that goes on the plane with you?
Yeah, I have a backpack that I travel with, and then I actually ended up getting, you can see on the table there, my camera bag by my water bottle.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually bought that camera bag at Target because I didn't have a camera bag. I was going around. Everyone always sees me with my vlog camera and they're like, Amanda, you're so professional. You have like your vlog camera, you have your little mics. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but do you know, you wouldn't know it to look at me. But I was traveling with my camera and my battery packs in the original boxes that they came in.
Oh.
Every time I've been vlogging for the last few times. And I was like, you know what? I need like a camera bag. This is enough. So the camera bag fits everything. My SD cards, my battery packs, my chargers.
Wow.
My camera, my little like to go like just tripod that I carry around with me. And I want to get a gimbal for it as well. I have a gimbal, but it's for my phone, and it's actually only fits my old phone because my current phone is so like big. So okay. I'm holding on to it because my next phone might be smaller. So I'll probably still use that, but I want to get a second gimbal as well.
Nice.
So. Nice.
Yeah, this is really cool to see how you've been able to fit everything into those bags there.
I love a time lapse.
Yeah, time lapse is great. Real quick, we got comments again. If you're watching on YouTube, we record this live on Twitch. We got some great viewers in chat talking about Daniel's talking about historically in Philadelphia, the Christmas season starts when Santa arrives at the end of the Thanksgiving parade. And yeah, so good to know. And Sea Otter corrects me.
At the end of Thanksgiving, so it goes for a while. Then
yeah, they go hard out there in Philly. Sea Otter reminds me that butter cookies were actually a St. Louis thing. So yeah, we had some St. Louis, Missouri chips. The butter cookies, gooey butter cookies, were from there as well. Thank you for that.
Nice.
Let's move on here. What do we have? Oh, so this is American Airlines on the way back. Michelle and I are flying back to California, and they always give you a choice. They give you a choice of either mini pretzels or the wonderful Biscoff cookies. And
the Biscoff cookies are so good.
They're so good. Michelle didn't know. She learned from me that day that you could get both because they always ask you, do you want pretzels or cookies? I always say both because I love the salty and I love the sweet. So her mind was sort of blown that I got both of them. So I had to take a picture of it.
You can say both, and you were like, "Yep,"
because she went with pretzels. I was like, I'm getting both. So. Right. And folks, I did share my cookies with Michelle, so don't worry. She got her cookies as well.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I love those cookies. And those cookies are from California?
I believe so. I know we can here in California we can get these at our Trader Joe's, which I don't. Do you have Trader Joe's in Canada?
We had those on our. No, we don't have Trader Joe's. We don't
Oh.
have that one. We had the Biscoffs on our flight,
Okay.
and I was like, I love these cookies. Then we had them on the way back, and I was like, man,
They're so
give
good.
me more of those.
They're so
They're
good.
so good.
I love that there's other
This will be on
cosplayers there too.
Sunday.
This is great.
Yeah, I spotted Nightwing and Red Hood, so I asked them if I could take a photo with them, and they said yes.
Very nice.
And I have their socials. I'm gonna post this at some. Oh yeah, my phone is dead right now.
Mm.
I have their socials, but if you guys see me post this, I'll be tagging them. They were both very lovely gentlemen, and I did ask them for their handles in case they wanted me to tag them.
Oh,
They
cool.
gave me their
And then when this
info.
video is on YouTube, yeah, please send them to me, and I'll put them in the description. Their
Yeah,
socials.
yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
My phone will come back
friends.
to life soon.
Yay,
Friends. These were the friends that I saw as well from. So I saw Brian, and then Brian got a picture with me.
Nice.
And then these were other friends from the chat.
Yay.
But I don't have my phone, so I don't have my notes. But
Nice.
yes, they were really awesome. So
yeah, I love.
I
this
was
too.
like, can I get a picture with you guys? Because I felt like I should have gotten when Brian took a picture of me. I was like, I should have asked for a picture of Brian.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
I went back to get more Lorcana.
Lorcana.
That was yeah. So I ended up. I said I wasn't gonna do another TCG, guys. I just got back. I don't know if you guys can see behind me all the Pokemon that I have right now.
Oh yeah. So you're taking a deep dive into Lorcana?
I'm getting back into Pokemon. I took a deep dive into Lorcana. So I brought out at least a little something to show you guys. I got the Winnie the Pooh playmat. I said I wasn't going to get another playmat. I have like 10 playmats. I have way too many playmats.
Nice.
But this one was too cute. It has Winnie the Pooh, and he's like the little honey wizard, and he's floating. It's so cute.
Oh, I love
And then
it.
I ended up getting both the new decks. I got the deck boxes, I got sleeves, and then I got some booster packs. And then I came back and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna get an entire box of boosters.
Oh yeah. The Lorcana bug has bit Amanda, folks. She's
I did talk to Ravensburger and was like, look, so I feel like this is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
I love everything you guys do. Actually, my favorite Ravensburger game right now is probably still Strike. I love Strike.
Oh, Strike is the best. Yes.
Right? It's so underrated. And
Totally.
I was just like, I love Strike. I love you guys. This Lorcana stuff is nuts. I was like, if you guys want to work together at any point,
yeah,
please let me know.
Absolutely. Yeah, Strike is so good.
Yeah, Strike is amazing. I get everybody hooked on that game. I get people addicted to it. And then they're like, what is this weird game? And I'm like, it's great.
We got some action over here.
Oh, Pokemon. Yeah, so I also went over.
So cute.
I got this little girl who's giving the Pokemon a high five, and I thought it was too cute. So I was like, I'll make sure I don't get this little girl's face in it because she didn't consent to that.
Yeah.
But I was like, I feel like from the back and just a little bit, that's probably
yeah, it's probably fine. Yeah.
So,
that is adorable.
Yeah, so cute.
Very nice.
I did stop by the Play Lab and I got a Umbreon deck, and then the guys from the Play Lab were so nice. They also gave me a couple more decks on the last day because I was just chatting with them and getting to know everyone over there.
Oh, very cool.
And I got a pin for doing the demo, which apparently is a super rare one.
Nice.
So people were telling me, they're like, you could trade that for any pin. And I was like, I don't trade my pins, but good to know.
Very nice. What do we got going on here?
This is me making some videos.
Oh, this is what you were talking about earlier.
That I was saying, where you put the tin on your head.
Yep.
Let's see how I do.
Look at that balance. Wow.
I used to be that kid that walked around with books on my head for fun.
Really? It looks like it. Look at this.
Kid.
Wow.
So this is like a challenge that I saw, and I was like, oh, I should be able to do that one.
Wow.
Hopefully I don't mess it
up.
up.
Well done, Amanda. Look at that.
Thank you.
Well done.
That would get me a card.
Wow.
And then I think there's another one that maybe Joe did with me for the donut challenge. We did one together where we had to walk and hold the donut between our heads.
Oh, okay.
I asked Joe, I said, is there one that we can do for the donut challenge? And he said, well, there's this one where you get the giant donut and you put it between your heads and then you have to walk in a line together.
Okay, that's hilarious.
And then I said, can we go down? Do you want to go down? And Joe was like, okay.
Well done. Look at that.
We did pretty good.
The donut challenge. That's so funny.
Donut challenge.
That's great.
So good. Yeah, I love these games. And Joe also, who's working in the booth, is also the designer for a lot of them. Not all of them, but
Mhm.
he designs a lot of the games that they
Very
make. So
cool. What are we looking
yeah.
at here, man? What is this? Boba?
Oh, this is I went out for sushi and ramen
Uh-huh.
with some friends after, and Jason being one of them actually, and they had these drinks that were in bags. They were like juice. I
Oh,
got this yuzu drink.
okay.
And yeah, you can unzip them and put your straw in, or you could stab the bag like a milk bag.
Okay.
Have you ever had those in
Yeah.
school?
Nice.
Uh, it was very cool. I was like, why don't more drinks come in bags? I
Right?
don't know. It just seems like a good way.
Was this
And then
like
you could never spill it because if you zip it
yeah.
completely, it's closed. You could
Was
like
it like
throw it all over the
a
place.
sweet drink or
It was like kind of like a yuzu like lemonade is what I would say. So it was
oh,
like a
okay.
little bit. It wasn't as sweet as you'd imagine. It was like a little sweet, a little tart.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm totally
I love
interested.
yuzu.
Nice.
So one of the gentlemen that was in the establishment who wasn't like with us, he was just observing like us getting these drinks,
Yeah.
and he was like, "I feel like you got it because it's purple." Like because I feel like girls like colorful things, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, definitely that's a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I actually got it because it's yuzu. Because he was like, you probably don't know what yuzu is, and I was like, I
Oh.
do know what yuzu is. Actually, I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. And there was apparently a thing a while ago where they made a bunch of yuzu, so it was just like a really plentiful.
Oh,
They
okay.
just had a lot of it, I guess. So now it's all over the place because they had a bountiful amount of yuzu.
Nice.
So that's why you see it everywhere.
Look at that. I'm glad that you were able to tell that person, "Hey, yo, I know Yuzu. Like, you don't need to try to gatekeep. Like, I know my
I
stuff
know.
too."
I
You
was
know?
like, I mean, I do like purple, so you are not wrong.
Right.
But also, I just love yuzu.
Exactly. Wow. Okay. And that's was this? I think this is the start
The
again. Yep,
flight
that's the
path.
start again. So that is it for our slideshow. We got you talked about how you were able to you're trying not to get too many games and yet you still did. I'm proud of myself. I got I think exactly 4 games this time, and
Wow.
that is like very little for me. Mainly because I packed lighter than I normally do, and I did not want to pay for another bag to bring with me. So you all saw one of them that I got was Dice Veggies. I got 3 games, man. I think you'll appreciate this. I really enjoy
You got 3 games?
yeah. So these 3 games, the Unmatched series. I love Unmatched, and
Okay, well, I have 3 more that I can show you. And this
okay.
isn't even I'm going to be doing a whole video on my channel that will be my
Oh, okay.
my
Your
I
haul.
don't even
Yeah,
know where I'm
what
going
you
to put all
haul.
these games. My
Yeah.
haul, but
Okay.
that I'm so impressed. I
I
need you to teach me your ways, Ruel, because I
it takes a
have
lot
no
of
control.
years, my friend. But you'll appreciate
Yeah.
these 2. So Unmatched, if you haven't played it, folks, it is like a dueling card game, but you also have miniatures and stuff. I was so excited to get these. I got the Unmatched Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen set, and also the Brains and Brawn set with Spider-Man.
So cool.
I'm gonna be able
I
to
love
battle.
Unmatched.
I do too. I love
I
it
played
so
it
much.
only this much for the first time. I've watched it played before,
Uh-huh.
but I played it only this much for the first time actually at the con. I just stepped in for a turn
Oh, cool.
to
Yeah.
play, and I was like and people were like, you know how to play, right, Amanda? And I was like, I don't. I've never played. And I'm like,
Okay.
but I've watched people play, so I think I got it. And I was like, and I feel like it's very intuitive. And I
It
literally
is.
was like, yeah, I have these cards. I do this, this does that, and this does this, right?
Yep.
And they were like, you got it.
Yeah.
I was like, sweet.
Yeah, you totally.
I love it.
Yeah, and I was like so stoked because Spider-Man's my all-time favorite character, comic book character. My second favorite all-time is Daredevil. So to get the Hell's Kitchen one, Daredevil, Elektra, and Bullseye, I'm like, yeah, I was like,
Very cool.
super excited. And then the third one, yet another Unmatched. This is the brand new one they just came out with, Tales to Amaze. So normally Unmatched is a
Yes.
1v1, but this one's cooperative. So it's you and your partner battling the big baddies. And this is fully compatible with everything else. So of course I'm going to take Daredevil and Spider-Man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can totally battle whatever you want. So I'm going to get Spider-Man and Daredevil to fight the baddie from this one. Super excited.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Super excited
I
about
love
this.
co-op,
Yeah,
so I need to
same.
check that out for sure.
Same.
And you know what I love? I feel like Unmatched is easy to pick up, but it's like there's a lot there for you to play with. So like
Absolutely.
very accessible, but still a lot for strategy, which
Absolutely. Yeah, there's
Um,
a whole scene that I'm not even I'm aware of, but not part of. There's like a whole tournament scene for
Oh, yeah.
Unmatched. Yeah, there are hardcore players out there. But yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
shout out to Restoration Games. I want to thank Suzanne and Rob Davio for hooking me up. Amanda, you want to share a couple of things that you have on your from your PAX Unplugged?
Yeah. So I to go with your Unmatched, I feel like a similar vein, but one that I think is less a little less accessible,
Yeah.
but still really amazing and still has really cool mechanics. Dice Throne, which
Yes.
I am obsessed with.
Mhm.
I have like all the Dice Throne Marvel stuff. I have some of the stuff from the earlier times before they even did Marvel stuff.
Nice.
I've been a fan since season 1 with Dice Throne, and I went over and chatted with some of the folks at the booth. I was chatting with Manny and Nate,
Yeah.
and everyone over there was amazing, so sweet and kind. And when I came over as Black Widow, they were like, "Oh yeah, we need pictures with you, we need to chat." And I
Yeah.
was just like, "I'm a big fan, so if you guys ever want to do anything together, I just love you guys." And they gave me a wristband so I could play in like their kind of like battle they were having between two teams.
Oh,
And even
cool.
like a promo.
Yeah, yeah.
Our team did not win. I was red. We lost, but I did at least get a match in to try to win tokens for my team. And the game that I played was a true tie.
Oh, wow, really?
We killed each other at the same time.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I've never done that in Dice Throne before.
No. Oh,
I didn't even
wow.
know that could happen. I was like, wait, you can tie? And they were like, yeah. And it was like, but what's the tiebreaker? And they're like, there's no tiebreaker.
Oh,
You just
that's
tie.
funny.
And I was like, what?
Oh
And then
my
they
gosh.
also were so sweet. They gave me the Santa versus Krampus. I was asking them how much it was. I was
Yeah.
going to get it. And they were like, you can have one. And
Oh,
I was like, oh, thank you.
not, yeah, that thing's like,
So I'll
that's
be
the hot
playing
one.
this on the holidays
Yeah,
on my stream.
of
Yeah.
course. Oh, nice.
I'm excited.
Very
I feel
cool.
like we'll have to dress up. I have a Santa hat and I have some like horns. Maybe I can like Krampus myself up.
Very cool.
I got Dropolter from Oink Games.
Oh,
you know me,
Oink. Yes.
Fangirl that I am.
Yes.
I went over to Oink and just bought everything I didn't have yet. So I bought like 5 games from Oink on day 1.
I love it.
Yeah. Which this game, have you played this game? We played it on Sunday. It's so fun.
Oh, is it? No, I haven't
It's
played that
like
one yet. Yeah.
you have these items and you hold them in your hand, and the goal is like you flip a card and you have to drop certain ones out of your hand, but you can't use your other hand. So you just have to
Oh,
like
sort of like feel it
move
out.
your hand around.
Oh, interesting.
And it was so funny because I was thinking Gray Matters has 2 dexterity games now that I love.
Mhm.
And I was like, you know what? As I was walking over to Oink, I was thinking about that's the only type of game. Like Oink never has dexterity games, and I love dexterity games. That's unfortunate, but I still love them. And then I got there and they had 2.
Oh, perfect.
And I was
Perfect.
like, okay, never mind. And then Made Up Movies, which I was pulled aside as Black Widow to get a picture with these gentlemen who were there promoting the game, who I think are the designers of the game.
Okay.
I don't think their names are on the box, but maybe they're on the rules.
Uh-huh.
But they were like, "Can we take a picture of you with a card for our game?" And I was like, "Oh, of course." And then I came over and we started chatting, and then they were just like, "Maybe we could like work together," when they were hearing what I was doing and my content.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Yeah, I would love that. This game seems amazing, and I love Cyanide and Happiness, which is
Oh,
who
yeah.
they seem to be there with. I
Yeah.
don't know if they're completely affiliated or just a little bit."
Mhm.
And they were like, okay, yeah, we'll give you a game, and like if you want to review it or promote it. And I was like, 100%. This game is hilarious. It's so good.
Yeah, I totally want to try it. I'm down.
Yeah, this one is like you fill in blanks.
Mhm.
So you draw cards to fill in blanks to describe what your movie is, and it will like tell you. So like this is a reboot of whatever movie type of movie starring blank star and blank star. It's a genre set in a setting. And think this movie meets this movie, and then you have to give it a title, and you do that in like under a minute. So you have to read that all really fast, and then be like, the title is this, and then you answer questions about the movie in your pitch meeting.
I love it.
So
Yeah. There's
very goofy.
I think I saw that. Where did I saw it?
And
Someone.
that is like
Yeah, someone had a copy of it there. So
a third of the games I got, maybe. I
okay,
don't know.
wow.
I got a lot of games. Yeah.
So again, folks, check the description below for links to Amanda's videos and also to all the other cosplayers. That's going to be it for Words on Wednesday this time. Amanda, thank you for going back in time, well, last weekend, to check out to share our experiences at PAX Unplugged. Looking forward to a new year as we go. This will be the final show of this year, folks, and then we're going to relaunch Words on Wednesday for next year in 2024. Any final words, Amanda, before we cut the YouTube video here?
No, that's everything. I mean, thank you to everyone in chat for joining us. Thank you to everybody that's watching in the future times, watching this video.
Yeah.
I had such a fun time at PAX. I can't wait to do it again. And I really do hope that we all can, maybe some of us can plan like a few extra days for those of us that can, and we can hang out in Philly because
I would love that.
it is a really fun city. I always love going.
Same here. I would love that. And folks, thanks again for watching. Be sure to click the links below for all the stuff. And on behalf of Amanda, we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.